Today, this is going to be a very different video today. I'm going to be talking about my top 3 weirdest users I ever met in 2022. Keep this in mind, some of these users just act very weird, cringy, unfunny, and very questionable things on their channels, which I cannot talk about. You might have to figure it out yourself if you want to see their channels. Anyways, let's get started. Number 3. I'm mad. When I first saw this guy, he commented one of my videos before he changed his name to I'm mad. I think he used to make like Fortnite videos on his old channel before it got terminated by the YouTube gods. He would usually make like Victory Royale videos like where he won. And then he made like user hate videos, if I remember correctly. But after going through more of his channel, that's where I see myself. He started promoting my channel, where he's trying to frame me. He says that, oh, subscribe to my main channel, which is my channel, which is Max Guy. Which I don't know why he keeps promoting my channel all the time, which is very weird. At first, I thought he was a fan of me, but no, he doesn't do any of that. He started making some, hate videos. Not the ones that we see like every day. Like, questionable stuff on his videos. Which it's kind of really hard to explain because, you know, the policy rules of YouTube. Then he changed his profile picture to Tails in a disgusting way. And he started making some weird videos. But that didn't last very long since YouTube ended up terminating him. But then he came back and he made a video about my dad getting crashed by a car. Which, that's actually a true story. My dad did got a car crash. But don't worry, he ended up surviving. He's not dead or anything. He's still alive. Which I'm very glad my dad's still alive. Thank God he survived from the car crash. But then Matt just decided to make fun of it. He thinks it's funny. But thankfully, Karma took care of him. And that should teach him a lesson. I'm glad Karma did something about his channel. Don't mess with Karma. They'll always have a way to come back to your actions. But then a few months later, he came back. Yep, he got terminated again, but he always comes back. Like, he never gives up. Then he started framing me again. He said like, oh, go attack me. Like, bruh. Like, you don't own my channel. Like, you never make any videos about it. At first, I'm starting to think he's just a troll. Because all he does is just make the same videos over and over again. And then he made like a 9/11 video where his haters just gets attacked. He just get burned alive. Which is kind of fucked up. But then again, he doesn't really care. But now he has the community tab. He pretty much just attacks anyone who hates him. Like, bro, just leave them alone already, man. They never done anything to you. So what's the point attacking them? Well, I guess that explains every Dream fan. I guess. But then he started making some weird replies back to me. Again, it's very questionable, so I'm not gonna say it. But then he started using some racial stuff on his channel since he doesn't really care. But whatever, this is what he does every day. He doesn't really seem to care at all. Alright, I'm gonna move on now to number 2. Number 2. Sip's World of Fun. Well, I guess I'll talk about him one last time on my channel. Since I don't really care about him anymore. So what's the point? Well, how do I begin? Oh yeah. Well, he did make a gacha heat video out of me. Which it was very disgusting. And I feel very uncomfortable. So I went to his channel to see what kind of video he makes. And it turns out he makes gacha heat videos. And I'm talking about his old channel, not the recent one that he came back. Like before he got terminated by the YouTube gods again. But then he changed his content up. That's where he used Plotagon. And he used like Like he's like disease, but he makes fun of it. Like I remember he made a joke about a coronavirus, but he replaced it with Kervit virus. Kind of weird name to be honest. But then he started doing everything. He replaced every disease with fruit and vegetables, which makes no sense at all. But then again, he's a troll, so he can do whatever he wants in his channel since he doesn't really care. But then he started spamming emojis, calling everyone, "You got pizza cancer," which I don't even know how is that even funny. Like no one's not even laughing. It's just weird. I guess this guy is trying to be funny, but he's not. He doesn't really do a good job being funny, to be honest. But after doing more digging, that's where I found out. I found out that his first video was Roblox. He revealed his voice, which I remember that. He was in his room playing Roblox with his iPad. He was actually talking for the very first time, which I was actually very surprised. And he sounded like an 8-year-old. I'm not even kidding. I still remember it. Sadly, I don't have the video to prove it, since he ended up deleting it. And Sibs know me very well. Okay, I was not expecting that from Sibs. After making that explosive video I made, that's where Sibs started to get more serious with me. He started stalking me. He started stalking my fans just because he wants attention. He started to offend my religion, which is Christianity. And I already know Sibs is satanic, so of course he's gonna make fun of my religion since he doesn't care. This guy's gonna get the second death. But at the same time, he loves it. And that's actually pretty freaky, if you ask me. He doesn't care if he goes to hell. He wants to go there. Like, that's something I don't hear every day. Like, Jesus Christ. But then again, this guy's a kid, so I don't really think he means it, since he's still very young. So, but then again, he's supposed to be ignored. Like, he does lose his powers when nobody pays attention to him anymore. It's just like a kid wants candy from a store, but his parents doesn't want to buy him. And that's what Sis reminds me of. Alright, moving on to number 1. Tyler Sand 2023 NA UTP. Well, I guess it was pretty obvious he was going to be on the list anyway, since the dude just acts very weird. Well, I do remember him seeing back then last year. He did comment some weird, inappropriate stuff, which I'm not going to say it because it just makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like repeating everything what he says. Ugh. This guy just sims fictional characters, which is just female. He does it in his community tab every single day. He doesn't stop. He just still continues like it's nothing. Keep this in mind, he's still doing it. Like he never really stops. From last year, I thought he was a troll because he just makes these dumb posts every single day. But when I go to his community tab, that's where, oh my god, it started getting some very questionable stuff there. And I hate it. It's hell there. It's just hell right there. I just don't get how does he have all that time to do all that inappropriate stuff in his community tab. I also still have questions like, does this guy have any parents? Like, we never seen his parents. Like, we seen his face reveal, but we never seen his parents. Unless they all left him because he was a mistake. But at the same time, I don't know, since I don't know what's he up to nowadays. And I don't know his personality either. And I don't know this guy in real life as well. But I do know he's 21 years old, and he's just acts so weird and dumb. Well, I got nothing else to say about this guy, since he just needs help. So yeah. I guess that's pretty much it, since I got nothing else to say. So that was my top 3 list about these weird users I met.